Hey guys, we are back with some more MODO Eastside Hockey Manager, and in this one, we have Almtuna in the championship final to see who gets to move on, or gets to play for a place in the SHL, so we will get right to it. Game number 1 out of 5, a potential 5 anyway. There's a minimum of 3, it's a best of 5 series. Here we go. First period, we have a 1-1 tie. Wah for us from Tracy and Carlson, and then Czar for them. Second period, they get 2 goals from Nielsen and Aronson. And third period, oh boy. Alright, so we dropped the first game. Not a problem. Let's make sure we win the next, well, preferably the next 3. But we'll start with game number 2 here. So the Allsvenskan Player of the Month is Jesper Wickman from Oskarshamn. And the Rookie of the Month is Martin Nordberg from Troja Ljungby. And here we go, into game number 2 now. Nope, did not mean to click on Almtuna Tactics. Here we go. First period, nothing doing. Second period, nothing doing as well. Third period, and we get 2 goals. One from Rimshaw, from Johansson and Tracy on the power play. Then Janssen from Schmidt-Svedstrup and Rimshaw. And we win 2-0 in game number 2. We are tied at 1. Here we go, game number 3. We are away here. First period, that'll be 1 goal from Miller, from Watt and Norberg, but Nielsen and back for them. Second period, and that'll be a 3-2 lead for them. Johansson from Naslund and Winkvist, but Czar gets the go-ahead goal for Almtuna. Going into the third period now, what'll happen? And that'll be a goal for Dahlin. We are down 2-1 in the series now. Not looking good. Here we go. We're on home ice at game number 4. We absolutely need this game, or else we are going to have to play the winners of the round-robin tournament. I believe that's how it works. So here we go. First period, and that'll be a goal for Almtuna. Dahlin. Second period, Wickman and Look for them, but Rimshaw from Johansson and Makowski on the power play for us. Come on, boys. Huge third period. Nope, not happening. Spinner with the goal for them. They win 4-1, and they also win the series 3-1. So that means we have to take on whoever wins the round-robin tournament. So the final rankings for the NHL entry draft. Igor Larson is ranked 67th now. And Woodmark for the import draft is ranked 143rd. So Troja Ljungby has been relegated back to the Swedish Third League. Kristianstad has been promoted back to the SHL, or not to the SHL, to Allsvenskan. And Henhals has been promoted to the Allsvenskan. And then Sundsvall has been relegated back to the Swedish Third League as well. So here we will be facing Tingsryd in a best of 3 series, as it does look like they won the round robin tournament. So here we go. Game against Tingsryd. View this one as well. Make sure not to skip it this time. First period, and that'll be a goal for Zetterlund in the first period. Second period, and alright, they got another goal, Korpela, but Miller from Wah and Makowski to make it 2-1. Third period, come on, huge comeback, and we get the goal, Rimshaw from Johansson on the power play, and we are headed to overtime. Here we go, and we get a goal, Winkvist from Naslund and Norberg at 74:08. And we take game number 1. If we could take the next game, then we win the series. That was Tingsryd's first loss of the playoffs. They went 5-0 in the round-robin tournament. That is impressive. Here we go. Game number 2 now. This could decide things. First period. There you go. Wah from Alsing and Naslund on the power play. Second period. Hjalmarsson for Tingsryd. Third period, and there you go. Tracy from Rimshaw and Schmidt-Svedstrup on the power play, and then Lindberg from Dyke and Makowski to make it 3-1. We win in game number 2, and we win the series. So now I do not know what's going to happen next, as we lost this series the last time we played it. So since we won the series against Tingsryd, we now get to compete to play in the SHL, and all we have to do, it appears, is beat Färjestad in a best of 7 series. So this just got interesting. So I'm guessing that if we win this series, we get promoted to the SHL. Here we go. Game 1 against Färjestad. This is for the SHL. Let's go, boys. First period, and oh boy, we get 4 goals in the first period. Lindberg from the other Lindberg. And then Schmidt-Svedstrup from Tracy and Makowski on the power play. Then Rimshaw from Schmidt-Svedstrup and Carlson. And then Miller from Tracy and McDonald for the 4-0 lead. My goodness. Second period. Oh boy. 6-1. It keeps getting better. Beresnev from Lindbergh and Naslund, and then Miller from Tracy and McDonald. Jones gets one for them, but too little too late, it's pretty safe to say. Third period, and they get another one from Bristedt, but Schmitz-Festrup gets the 7-2 goal from Janssen and Rimshaw, and we take game number 1. Here we go, game number 2 now in MODO. If we have a game anything like what we just had in game number 1, then we should be good. First period, all right, a little bit more tame this time in the first period. Goal from Bristedt, but Cal Johansson with the goal, short-handed as well from Waugh. Second period, all right, so we're tied in the second now. Naslund from Dyke and Mikowski, but then De La Rose for Färjestad. Third period, and we get the 2 goals by Schmitz-Festrup from Ginning and Rimshaw, and then the second one from Janssen and Ginning. We win 4-2, and we're up 2-0 in the series. Let's go. Game number 3 in Färjestad. We have the potential to go up 3-0 here in the best of 7 series. First period, and that'll be a 1-1 tie. Janssen from Rimshaw and Ginning, and then Lindgren for them. Second period, okay, they got a goal in the last minute of that period. 6-0 from Beresnev and Norberg, but then Vikström and Bristedt get the goals for Färjestad. They are up by 1. Come back in the third. Nope. They get 3 goals in the third. We get 1. Ronning, Vikström, and Jones get the goals for them. Waugh from McDonald and Johansson on the power play for us. But they, this time, decided that they were going to win this game. So that's not a problem. We're still up 2-1. Just don't let them get into it in game number 4 here. And unfortunately, Alex Naslund is out for 10 days with a twisted ankle. And nonetheless, it happened in practice. That's unfortunate. The amount of practice injuries in this game, man. Alright, so forwards, we're going to have to address somebody else. I think it'll be Ludwig Larsson, and we'll just fill him in there on the third line. Game number 4 time, let's hope for a different outcome this time. First period, and that'll be 3 goals for them. Färjestad not fooling around now. De La Rose, Henriksen, and Lindgren. You don't like to see it. Second period, and we get 2, but they also get 2. Lindbergh from Larsson, and then Larsson from Winquist and 6-0, but Johansson and Edgestell for Färjestad. Third period, and we get a goal from Tracy from Schmitz-Festrup and Johansson on the power play, but Lundmark gets the insurance to put them up 6-3, and they win the game. And we are now tied in the series at 2. Oh my goodness. And now Sebastian Dyke is out for 3 weeks after he suffered a hip flexor strain in the game against Färjestad. That is unfortunate. So Seymour, get in there. And now I guess we'll go best lines because we've already had 2 pretty big injuries here to our forward core. All right, here we go. Game number 5. They have the momentum for sure. They have the last 2 wins in this series. We need to take this one without a doubt. First period, that'll be a goal for them. Henriksen for the 1-0 lead. Second period, oh, okay. All right, I'll take it. They went up 4-0. But then we get 3 goals of our own. Tracy from Winquist and Schmitz-Festrup on the power play. Then Seymour from Winquist and Norberg. And then Schmitz-Festrup from Waugh and Carlson to make it 4-3. Third period. Nothing doing. Rydström gets the goal for them on the empty net. And we are down 3-2 in the series. That's unfortunate. Well, here we go. This is a deciding game in the series. If MODO wins it, then we take it to a game 7. If Färjestad wins it, then we are out, and we do not get to move up to the SHL. Here we go. First period, they get 2 goals, Jones and Rydström, but Seymour from Beresnev and Carlson. Second period, there you go, Miller from Tracy and Waugh. So we're in it. Come on, boys. Huge third period. Oh, nope. We lose. Weeble, Jones, and Ronning for them. Janssen from Schmitz-Festrup and Norberg for the first goal of the period for us, and then Schmitz-Festrup from Waugh and Janssen to make it 5-4, but it was not enough, and we lose the series, and we do not get to move up to the SHL. That's a disappointment. That is a huge disappointment. And of course, to put salt in the wound, Braden Tracy, not that it matters, but Braden Tracy out for 3 weeks after a pulled hamstring in that game against Färjestad. So now, that being said, we are on the day of the awards ceremony, and we are a week away from the start of free agency. So we may as well view the awards, and then we'll get to May 1st. So the leading scorer in the Allsvenskan is Braden Tracy of your MODO Hockey. He was an incredible pickup. And then Drake Rimshaw was in second. So we had the top 2 point scorers in the entire league this year. Player of the Year, Braden Tracy, of course. And best defenseman is from Tingsryd, David Noel. Best goaltender is Eric Forsberg from your MODO Hockey. So we had a lot of good players this year. We really did. We just came up short, unfortunately, in that series to get into the SHL. The best forward of the year, Braden Tracy, of course. And the Rookie of the Year is Fabian Leitzel of Vasteras. And the Coach of the Year, Martin Gudmundsson of Almtuna. So there you go. It is now May 1st, and that means that it is time for the offseason. However, this video is already, the recording anyway, has been pretty long. So I'm going to end it off here. And I'm also going to take this opportunity to ask you guys, should we move on to a new team now? Or should we go one more year to see if we can win with MODO and get into the SHL? If we could get into the SHL, then we'll go longer than one more year with MODO. But, it just kind of feels like we're not really making any progress. Obviously, this year, we made it further than we ever had by getting into a playoff series with a team from the SHL, but ultimately we didn't win it. So my question is, do we move on? So let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys in the next one.